Bonjour. I forgot my intro. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. I'm here, you're there. My name's Maggie, and welcome back to my channel. I post on Sundays and sometimes Wednesdays, depending on the mood. So I am new room unlock, okay? New room unlock. Ooh, I am. Can you see me in the reflection of this? You kind of can. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm trying out a new space. I was going to do it in my car today. Like, I got a poke bowl. I got, what else did I get? Oh, I got pink pineapple, and I got a bubble tea from the grocery store. And I was going to do, like a usual eating in car sesh. And then realized I forgot my mic. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll do it at home. I didn't realize my hair was this bad looking. Okay, well, we're going to cover that up and we're going to ignore it. So there is a few things I wanted to talk about today. There's two wolves inside me, as there is everyone, right? Well, these two wolves inside of me, one is being a homemaker and the other is being the breadwinner. Currently, I'm doing both. I am a single household, okay? And I mean, in the literal sense, I am single household, okay? On my taxes, it says single, okay, babes? Like, sorry. I don't know what you want me to say about that. And so I'm paying, I'm paying the rent every month on time. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying the electricity every month on time. The internet every month on time. Those are really the three main bills I have outside of like groceries, gas. Okay. Those are the ones that I guess I can control. My internet though, it's a 2-year contract at $60. I'm not sure how I did that, but because it was $90 at one point, and I was like, for one person for this shitty speed, not on my watch. So that was probably like a manic episode I had, and I did that. Because sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens with me. So with that, and I have a job, right? I have a job that I love and, want to grow and excel in. So, that's like the bread winning side of it all, right? Is I'm supporting myself. If I was to add a person to the family, whether a significant other, like a live-in significant other, or a child, there's no way we could afford what I make. Like, we definitely would be filing for food stamps, yada, yada, yada. Okay. And that's nothing to be embarrassed about, really. Like, whatever you can get from the government, I would say you get it. Like, you didn't choose to be born, so the least the least thing this country can do is take care of its citizens. But that's just me. That's just my personal opinion. That might be radical to some of you, but I think everyone should have food, water, clean water, and shelter. I think everyone should have those basic needs met. Okay. That's really just how I feel. So we got the breadwinning side kind of all, well, there's more to add to that because I'm studying for the GMAT to go and get my MBA, right? So I get my MBA, make more monies, the whole 9 yards. So once again, breadwinning because I'm supporting myself. Now we're moving on to the other wolf, homemaking. I've been cleaning my apartment a lot more. Right now it's messy. It's Sunday clean day. So after this video, I go and clean my apartment and then I'm going to study. Okay. That's why it's a little messy right now. Sorry, everyone. Oh, I got my nails done too that I paid for. I want to emphasize on how much that, like, whatever I do, I have the capability to do it. Okay. It is from my income. It is from my planning. It is from my budget. I just want to emphasize that because like I said, the two wolves inside of me, I think they're in love right now, which is great. That's what I want. But I feel like in the future, I might have to choose a path. I might not always be able to get to do both. So that's where this dilemma kind of comes through, right? But that also depends on like outside things, like if I get married, if I can have a child, I guess a couple other like political factors too, like, like what if, this is such a reach out, far out example, but like what if, all the single women who filed, their taxes under single status in the fertile range are like, assigned somewhere, I don't know. That's a very far out thing that I understand that, but I'm just putting it out there. Okay. All right. So homemaking. I want to show you guys, I made this pillow today. And it has iridescent cloth. This is cotton and then this is rayon and polyester. But I think it's cute. And this was just me kind of farting around. As you can see, it's not the best like that. And sewing is not really good. But I just wanted to see what I could do, basically. And I really am proud of this. This corner probably needs to come out a little bit more. But this, like, I literally just cut the cloth and sewed it together. Like, I didn't go for a pattern. I think next time I do something, though, I am going to make a pattern. Like, one of my goals is to make apron, like mini aprons for wine bottles as like gifts. I think that would be cute, So, yeah. Another thing I made this week. I feel like I'm giving low energy, but I'm really just kind of like at a conflict with myself of like, what kind of woman do I want to be? Ideally, Samantha Jones. Truly, who am I out of the 4 Sex and the City characters, Like, I relate to Samantha a lot, especially like the way she kind of like treats men. But I'm also definitely, I'd say right now, currently in my Charlotte era. But I feel the urge to retreat back to Samantha. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that lifestyle just kind of makes more sense to me. Anyways, this is what I made last week at the Pottery Place. I think it's really cute. We got a Meg original. But, so with all of these, like, making things and, like, taking care of my apartment, I'm also doing, like the cooking. I'm making my own lunches. I'm making my breakfast, whatever that may be, I don't think I am at the stage where I'm the woman I dreamed of being, but I'm definitely becoming that woman. I see the vision. I'm dressing how I want to dress, like I'm doing my hair. Like today's a wash day, so that's why it's up and like slightly styled, because I'm going to be washing it, let it completely dry, and then I curl it for the next day. And I do that about every 2 to 3 days, depending on how it looks, because sometimes my hair will just decide not to hold the curl anymore. Like, look at this. Like, it's giving little wispies, which is nice, and a little curl at the ends, but like it's not voluminous as it used to be. So that's what I'm doing with that. But taking care of myself, taking care of the meals, taking care of my house, making sure my bills are paid. I say house, it's an apartment. I'm doing all of this, and I'm studying on top of this, right? And I'm going out with my friends and touching base with people, and I'm doing so much. And literally today, I just sat back and I was like, my younger self would have been so happy she's doing this. All I ever wanted growing up was to live alone. I don't know why. I never wanted someone to say no to me, I guess. But so I'm just like, I'm really living my dream. I'm living my dream, and now I need to live what I dream of being like in my 30s. You know, I need to start ramping up to that because I'm 27, guys. I'm 27. We got 3 years into my 30s. We got 2 years until my high school reunion. I don't know if I'm going to go that. The 10-year one, I don't know. I guess it depends who's divorced. Just kidding. I was talking with Owen about like we had like, you know, nicknames in high school or whatever, and one of mine was Classic Meg, and it was like this, it eventually got around to a couple groups of the school, but like it was really just, what is going on over here? Yeah, it really needs to be washed. Like how red my hair is in the sun. So it was just this like group of boys who like, because I would say one-liners or something along those lines, and they would just be like, ugh, Classic Meg. And like I got very defensive when men would like make jokes or, you know, something towards me. Like I was like, are you mocking me? You know, I was very defensive type of girl. And Owen was like, they were probably flirting with you. But I really, if like, I don't know. I'm really not good at picking up signals. Like, I feel like I'm confident to the point where I'm like, I love myself. And I feel like I project that confidence, you know, so everyone's like, oh, this girl loves herself and she's fine. But whenever someone like likes me, I'm just like, raise your standards. You know, I don't know why I get really weird when people like me, because I'm like, don't be serious. Don't be serious with me right now. Okay, don't be serious. You know, but I think I do want to be a wife. I'm going back and forth, you know, but like, I'm sorry guys, this is kind of a mess of a video, but I just really wanted to like, I don't know, it's just like I only had a vision for how I was going to be in my 20s, and now I'm like, who do I want to be in my 30s? You know, I just keep thinking about that. Like, do I want to be a wife? Do I want to be a traveling, successful, rich auntie? Not saying you can't do both, but one is easier to do without the other. You know what I'm saying? Do I want to just move to another state and create a new name for myself? You know, like there's so much, like, what do I want to do? And that's where I really like, as I was sitting back and thinking of how much my younger, I'm talking like under 10, like since I was 8, I have been conscious of like, I want to live alone. I want to live alone and I want to do whatever I want. Okay. And now I get to study. I get to feed myself. I get to clean. I get to pay rent. I get to live in my apartment and with a balcony, with off street parking. And I get to live like this, you know? Like, I am so happy of that. But now I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, we need to grow from this. Like, you can't stay like your 8-year-old image self for much longer. Like, you have to evolve into the next stage of being a woman. And I think women, we tend to go down, I don't want to say paths, but we tend to follow what society tells us to do, which is like be a wife and or mom. And I don't know if I want to do that. I like the idea of companionship and being, you know, with someone all the time. But at the same time, I really do value my independence and alone time. That being said, I don't like being lonely. I wish there was people I would see more, you know. Like every other day, maybe not every day, but every other day I would like to see people more. But we all live these, you know, beautiful, busy lives, as we should. We're young, you know. So I just keep thinking about all of this. And I guess want to pose the question to you guys about like, what are your plans for 30? Or if you're in your early 20s, what's your plans for like late 20s? Because it is a different ball game. Like once I was like Zoom developed, it made sense. First of all, lots of pains everywhere. So start squatting, okay? Start walking. Okay, that's all I got. Because I've been doing that, and that's been helping me just like keeping my bones and joints all jumble mumbled, you know, all good and to go. What has been really affecting me though is The bottom of my foot has, like, I'll be laying down, we'll say 20 minutes, and then when I go to stand up, it's like this sharp pain on my heel. So I looked it up. It says plantar fasciitis, something like that. I know I can pronounce it correctly. I don't know why I can't pronounce it correctly right now. But anyways, I bought tape and I taped up my foot. So that's been better. But like, it's been acting up for the past couple of days. And I do not like that. I do not like that. Especially because like, I've been wearing, proper shoes that are supportive. So yeah. But regardless, 25 was the year where I was like, yes, I get it. I kind of get this now, And 26, I was figuring out health insurance. I was figuring out taking care of myself in that sense. Adding, another bill on, 27, I think 27 is going to be my year for just figuring out what I want to do in my 30s. Because I am going to get this MBA, okay? Hopefully before 30 or at the age of 30. And then a better job. Now I got to find, what is that better job? Is that going into human resources? Is that going into PR? Is that a completely different business than healthcare, what I've been dealing with, So the world is my oyster, and I really do appreciate that. There's just a lot of questions I have that I'm asking myself. So I hope you guys are kind of asking yourself those questions too, because I think that's helpful for anyone, really, women, boys, whoever, that who do you want to evolve into? Whenever I turn 35 and I think about my 27-year-old self, am I going to be proud? Am I going to make my 27-year-old proud? Am I going to make myself how I am right now proud of what I will be when I'm 35? I don't know if everyone thinks like that. They probably don't. But that was really like my motivation for a majority of my life, was making my 8-year-old self proud. Was getting a college degree. Check. Living alone. Check. Paying bills, seeing friends, traveling. Check, check, check. Okay? Simple goals, right? And I executed them and I did it, But now I gotta find goals. I gotta find new goals besides getting my MBA, because I know I'm gonna do that, So that is what I just want to talk about. And I hope everyone is doing well. I hope your winter arc, like I've been talking about, is going good. I've been walking, still at 296, but I'm okay with that because we had Thanksgiving and then I've been having holiday parties, so I've been eating good. Okay, do not get mistaken. So the fact that I haven't gained weight is good for me, but we do need to ramp it up. You know what I'm saying? So I am gonna incorporate, I say squats. I've been doing, every time I go to the bathroom, I do 5. Okay, which I know is silly, but it keeps just kind of everything in check. And I don't break into a sweat, but it's enough to get nimble, But I do feel like I need to start adding a weighted routine. But right now I'm teaching myself how to sew, so there's a hobby, I don't really want to take time away from my hobby. I need a hobby to decrease the stress of everything else in my life, So like I said, okay, we're going to clean. I'm going to shower. Sneeze. And I'm going to study. And then after I do all of those, oh my goodness. Excuse me. After all of that, I am going to attempt to sew a mini apron for a wine bottle. We'll see how it goes. Some people are really good at golden hour. I'm not. It's going to hurt my eyes. Oh my gosh. And it's going to make me sneeze. So, all right. Toodaloo.